Today's video will be short. I'm trying to save time to study the book I got. This is Bulkowski's book on fundamental analysis. Look forward to that. Let's dive into the charts. I understand that some people are kind of tired of me talking about the downside and being excited when I see my analysis be accurate because, you know, I understand people are losing value in their positions. But if you have been following my channel, you would have also learned how to hedge that position and offset your losses, potential losses. They aren't even necessarily actualized losses yet. Buy and hold investors. Big dips like this are your buying opportunities, I think, more than anything else. So okay, so here's AMC. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of price action here. This is a much larger time frame than I want to look at. We're gonna bring it up to we'll go from December of last year. All right, here we go. So we do have some open patterns. It looks like today we had a breakaway gap. A breakaway gap would imply more downside, I think. We do have an inverted dead cat bounce from a while ago that's still open. Here we have an inside day. Again, no price target. These are unconfirmed patterns. The first open pattern we have with a confirmed breakout has a target of 1245. We have another narrow range 7 here that was started on December 8th, finished on December 16th, broke out on January 13th, and has an approximate target of $7.68. So I'll still be waiting for those targets to be met or for the stops to be met. The volatility stop is up at $28.30, but again, the target is $7.68. So patterns is bearish on AMC still. I'm going to close out AMC, and I'm going to talk about what I saw today. Big downtrend, and I entered into puts right away, way up here. And I don't like to trade on the open, but I did today because what I saw was pipe tops right off the open. In the pre-market, we saw a test of a major low, all right, that $14.23. So to see the price open and just fail to bounce at all and watch the RSI keel over immediately, I entered in my puts when I saw volume was low and the price began to fall. And I exited as soon as this, the downtrend accelerated. As soon as I saw the price start to barcode for 4 minutes, I got out of those puts right here. And I did make some good money on those puts. The price did begin to correct and rose. I'm going to zoom back out. And we had a consolidation pattern up here, and you'll see this pennant. There was a breakdown from the upward breakout, okay? And I entered into some puts. Let's see. Again, right here. I'm going to draw a little line right there. That's where I entered into those puts. And I did ride that down to the diamond bottom and got out as the price began to rise. I didn't make any money here. I actually returned a small portion of profits, and that's because the implied volatility wasn't rising, and that's okay. The price did continue to rebound up into the close, forming a bullish daily candle. The American Eagle Outfitters also saw a dive and a recovery and a run up into the closing. GNPX found a low of 167. Patterns has a pretty low price target on this still. There might be a ways to go before GNPX turns around and begins to be bullish. And the SPY, what did the SPY do today? The SPY was running down, encountered a level of horizontal support resistance, came above it, and then was held down by this downtrend. Eventually, though, breaking through it on the end of the day, you can see how the price came up against it, bounce, rose above, tested the breakout price, and then confirmed and moved higher. So good things to see on the SPY closing on a Friday, moving up, positive on the day, 2.5%, AMC up 3.72%, American Eagle down 1.8%, and GNPX down 1.08% as well. So these are the stocks I was watching today. I'm going to go ahead and blow up AMC. This is the stock everyone wants to see the most. Going up to the 1 day, and my daily chart patterns here are pulled up now. You can see this triangle. We broke out this triangle a while ago, and we did meet the target, and now we have this looks like a nice hammer, and the RSI making a good upturn here. This could be the beginning of a period of consolidation. I'm not saying reversal yet. Because the IV is dropping as it does during points of consolidation. The volume was high in that it was above the 30-period average, but it's not a price spike, as in there are volume days that are higher in the recent history. The candle did close within the prior day's range, which is good, and we do see a tail, a pretty long tail, extending beyond this descending triangle target of 1424. What I expect to see in the future is more sideways action, right? And then what's most likely is to see the trend continue, all right? Unless we get a breakout above that gap zone on some really good volume, and the price can test that level and then close above it to confirm breakout. And that would look something like this. All right, and it would have this 1, 2, and 3 measured move up kind of a feel. I'm going to turn on my trend line study. As you can see, the price is still far below the trend line. There's a long ways to go, so the price could even rise up to 1650 before encountering that resistance, and that could lead to a series of green days in which the RSI does rise. Now, the RSI may just come up to 30 and fall back down, right? It could even rise above and fall back down, and that would see a continuation of the downtrend. What we have seen in times past is the price move sideways for up to 2 weeks. All right, you can see that here was like 2-week period where the price moved sideways before continuing down. And as you can see, the lengths of that consolidation period have been shortening up, okay? So what does this mean? It means that the trend is following a more controlled pace. This is a controlled breakdown. You can see that stair-stepping very cleanly, and I expect to see that continue until we break out one of these, break out above one of these trend lines, which hasn't happened yet. So I'm still bearish in AMC, trading puts. I'm working on my fundamental analysis. I'm working on some stock picks based on that analysis. I emailed Bulkowski, and he actually responded to me. He's, you know, a busy guy, of course, and I didn't invite him to come on to, you know, my YouTube, but he wasn't super interested in that, which is understandable. But it was good to hear from him. Yeah. So overall, that's what I see. I think going into next week, we're going to see a lot of sideways grind. Another really boring period of falling implied volatility. I say I'm at 7.5 minutes. Oh, I do want to pull up GameStop really quick. Let me pull up that on patterns. Go ahead and chart that for me. Okay, so we have a gap type unknown. All right, no breakout, no target, but the software's confused by that. We do have an approximate target of 81.97 on a 3LR, and you can see that formed up January 4th through the 7th and broke out on the 14th. So there's a few other price targets that are pretty low, you know, in the 70s and the 81s. Yeah, it still looks like we're going down. And that's okay. That is okay. Buy and hold investors can continue to hold and buy. Swing traders can continue to play these swings in the price. And that's what I got. If you have any questions or want me to analyze other symbols, please let me know. I will be going live probably this weekend, and I hope that you've been enjoying the lives I've been doing when I'm not making videos. That's what I have. Happy trading.